Good morning, everybody. My name is Nate Morris, and I'd like to welcome you back to another video. Today, we are at Wake County Speedway for the start of the inaugural Bull Bash Winter Series. This is a new for 2025 Legend Car and Bandolero only event before the start of the regular season for Wake County. We showed up for week one, and in practice, I wasn't quite as fast as I'd hoped to be. Between the two practice sessions, I was 4th and 7th. But we made some changes for qualifying, and I went out and qualified 4th. So I'm happy with a top 5 starting spot, and hopefully I can go out and make something out of it. I'm going to have to get down to the bottom line because Wake County doesn't have a very good top line. So I'm going to have to get to the inside and try to make something happen from there. Hopefully I can bring home a top 3 finish, if not go chase a win today. But we're just going to have to see what happens. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and let's get into it. All right, y'all, we're 12 laps in. We've got our first caution. I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot right now. I'm running 5th, so I have lost 1 spot from the start, but I am faster than the car in front of me. I've just got to find a way to get around him, and then I think I can give the leaders a little bit of a challenge. On this restart, I've just got to do my job and keep the inside line tucked up and not allow anybody on the outside to get in, and from there I can try to roll on and pick up a few spots. Hopefully it works out good and I can get up there and race for a top 3 spot. Well, crap. I got slid up the racetrack a couple laps ago, and I was able to get back in behind the 81 car, and I crossed him over coming off of turn 2 and got to the inside of him. And going down into turn 3, I got a little bit loose on the inside, and he came down towards the center of the corner, and we just made contact, and it sent him around and knocked the toe out on the front of my car. So I was slow the rest of the race because whenever I went into the turn, I would hit the brakes and the car would pull hard to the right. So I was having to fight it hard to keep it on the bottom of the racetrack. And that resulted in me not having the lap time I needed to get a good finish. A handful of laps later, a couple cars got into the back of my car and sent me up the racetrack almost into the turn 1 wall. And so that resulted in me finishing with a 9th place finish out of the 10 cars that started the race. So not a great start to the Winter Series for us at all. On the bright side, we made some adjustments to the car that I think are going to make me even better for race number 2, and we came right back the next weekend. On Friday morning, I woke up feeling under the weather, but I didn't feel like that affected us during that practice day at all. I went out and I ran right with all the cars that I normally run with, but on Saturday, we just weren't fast. I was running 1360s in the practice sessions, and that was about 0.2 of a second off of the leaders, and I haven't been that far off in basically over a year now. So I definitely had some work to do going into qualifying, and in qualifying, I just dropped the ball. Both laps I ran were the exact same at a 13.706, and that qualified me 6th out of 9 cars, so I've definitely got some work to do going into the race. Hopefully, I can get to the inside line and just start working my way forward and pick up a little bit of time during the race. Hopefully, when I get around some other cars, I can focus on racing and just try to find something. Hopefully, I can still go out and bring us back a good finish, but I'm just going to have to work for it. So we'll have to see how it goes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready now to go for the starting lineup for the semi-pros. Coming to the green, Dominic Chisholm, Preston Risley on the front row. Josh Lowe, Phoenix Kim, Sterling Risley, Nick Norris.
All right, y'all. This race actually ended up running all the way through green to checker, so we didn't have a single caution, which I was good with that. I was able to make some passes early in that race and move from sixth to fourth, and I was able to hang on to it all the way till the end of the race. So I was very happy with that to be able to get a really solid finish. And I think that was a really good finish, especially for the speed I was running. I wasn't able to pick up any speed from qualifying in the race. I was running 1370s were my fastest lap. So I've definitely got to find where all the speed that I had went. I definitely think it's because I'm not feeling good. Hopefully we'll come back next week and I'll be feeling a whole lot better and we can jump right back to being as fast as we were. And I have a hard time believing we won't. I can't imagine within 1 week I went from running 1340s to running 1365s and 1370s. So I definitely think we'll be just fine in the coming weeks. But yeah, these two races were kind of funny. They were kind of the complete opposite of one another. The first week I went out and I had top 5 speed, and I was a pretty quick car. And if I could have just put the race together, I'd have got a solid finish and just got caught up in some mess and ended up finishing toward the back. And in this race, I didn't have hardly any speed, and I was able to go out and race my way to a solid top 5 finish. I'm definitely glad a caution didn't come out in this second race because as fast as I was running, I wasn't going to be able to get a top 3 finish, and I definitely didn't want the cars behind me to get caught back up with me because it was going to be a battle. But I had fun these 2 weeks. Obviously, I didn't get the finish we wanted the first week, and then the second week didn't have the speed we wanted. But there were positives that came out of both races, and I'm excited to come back for week number 3. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.